Florida farmers are facing a major challenge from millions of wild monkeys spread across the state, from cities to farm fields. Their invasion not only causes heavy damage to agriculture, but also threatens community safety, as they attack people on the streets and pose serious risks. So, to solve this challenge, what measures will farmers in Florida have to take? Leave number 1 in the comments if you are ready to join me in exploring creative and engaging solutions. Florida's agricultural industry is suffering an estimated loss of up to $75 million annually due to wild monkey attacks. This has prompted efforts to implement more effective control measures, with the shooting of wild monkeys becoming an important method. Farmers in Florida have implemented a series of measures to reduce encroachment and damage caused by wild monkeys. This solution includes the use of hunting equipment, including the cooperation of licensed hunters. Although shooting wild monkeys may be a controversial method for farmers and local communities, it is a necessary measure to maintain the balance between humans and the growing wildlife. Florida hunters' method of wild monkey control, combined with the use of hunting equipment, is carried out in accordance with the state of Florida's strict hunting regulations. Hunters can even use fruit to attract monkeys, increasing their chances of catching them. Shooting wild monkeys is considered an effective method of controlling the monkey population. With about 10,000 wild monkeys shot each year according to data from the Florida Department of Natural Resources and Environment. However, this method is not without mixed opinions, with many people believing that this is a cruel and unnecessary measure. This method is controversial mainly because it touches on ethical aspects. Some people believe that, considering the intelligence and emotions of wild monkeys, shooting them is not humane. However, supporters of the measure emphasize the need to minimize the damage caused by monkey populations to agriculture and local communities. Both of these views create a debate about how to approach this issue. If you agree with this method, leave comment number 2. Otherwise, leave comment number 0. The most effective way to control invasive wild monkey populations is challenging, and maintaining a balance between wild monkey population control and ethics is an important issue. Although shooting wild monkeys is a commonly used method, it is ethically controversial. Research and discussion of other control measures could help shape the future of wild monkey management in Florida. Among these measures, barrier planting can not only protect agriculture from wild monkey attacks, but also provide environmental benefits. Plants such as cacti with their thorny appearance, eucalyptus with its unpleasant fragrance, and verbena with its hard leaves are said to prevent the entry of wild monkeys. Planting this hedge not only creates a protective barrier, but can also create a suitable environment for many other plants, while also helping to maintain a balance between agricultural predictability and monkey survival. This is an example of how people and communities can seek natural solutions to complex problems in agriculture and environmental protection, while also making smart choices about their use. Use trees to achieve this goal. Not only helping to protect agriculture, but also promoting positive interactions between humans and nature. Planting barrier trees is not only a means of protection, but also a way to maintain flora and support development of wild monkeys and their natural environment. By combining agricultural wisdom and respect for the environment, we can ensure that humans and nature can exist together in balance. We can respond to challenges without destroying the natural environment and other animals, while creating a stable balance. One of the means used successfully is the use of trained dogs to deal with wild monkeys. Dogs are trained worldwide to perform a variety of tasks, and their use to attack monkeys has been successful in several locations around the world. They are capable of attacking and chasing monkeys out of fields and urban areas. The presence of a few dogs may even be enough to keep the monkeys away, effectively controlling the population without causing them great harm. This exemplifies how we can innovate and integrate natural solutions to solve environmental and agricultural problems. Using dogs to attack monkeys not only helps protect agriculture and the environment, but is also an example of how humans can find creative solutions to the challenges of managing wildlife and maintain balance in nature. One of the other means used effectively is the application of cage traps, an organized method of controlling wild monkeys. Types of cage traps include woven traps, box traps, and burrow traps, which help us safely capture and collect wild monkeys that need to be controlled. Most importantly, this method is painless for the monkeys. ensuring the capture process is humane and does not harm their health after capture. Once captured, the process of caring for wild monkeys becomes important. Forest monkeys need to be health checked and vaccinated to ensure they are not carrying infectious diseases. At the same time, providing food and habitat similar to their natural environment is important to ensure they have a healthy and happy life. When releasing wild monkeys, it is important to choose an area that suits their natural living needs. This helps preserve the monkeys' natural habitat and ensures they have the opportunity to live freely and effectively reintegrate into the natural world. This is an illustrative example of how we can apply humane and effective solutions to preserve and protect wildlife. The wild monkey population is not only an issue confined to a specific area, but is also a collective responsibility of the entire community. Safeguarding our shared habitat and ensuring social well-being are crucial goals. Have you ever encountered a wild monkey before? If so, what measures have you taken to address this situation? Please share your opinions and experiences to collaboratively explore appropriate solutions. Let's create a balance between humans and wild monkeys, allowing all living beings to coexist harmoniously in the same habitat. Now let's continue watching the rest of the video. Texas is the largest state in the United States with an area of more than 268,000 square miles. Its terrain is very diverse, including deserts and forests in the Plains Hills, most of the plains of Texas, the Texas Plains being one of the most fertile agricultural lands in the United States. The wild boars of Texas often forage in the plains, where they can find abundant greening grasses and crops. The western part of Texas is mountainous. The southern and southeastern parts of Texas are home to wild feral hogs, and deserts are also frequent in these areas. East Texas, in particular, is a heavily wooded area where berries and other plants abound. Wild boar growth has been evident in these areas. Feral hogs are found in all 254 Texas counties, but they are most concentrated in the east central and southern regions. This is a very fast animal and can run away from traditional hunting methods such as hunting on foot or hunting with moving vehicles. You will encounter many disadvantages in many different types of terrain when hunting on foot. In mountainous areas, hunters can face many dangers and waste energy when moving on foot. Helicopters provide a fast and flexible means of transportation, making it easier for hunters to track and shoot wild boars. Wild boars often live in remote and difficult to reach places. Helicopters can help hunters reach hard-to-reach areas more easily. Wild boar hunting campaigns in Texas often use helicopters to detect and shoot feral hogs. Pilots are trained to identify wild boars and use sniper equipment to shoot them down before they have a chance to run away. Before boarding, hunters need to ensure they have all the necessary licenses and permits to hunt. They should also check the weather forecast to ensure that weather conditions are suitable for flight and hunting. Choose a pilot who is experienced and trained in helicopter hunting to ensure safety and effectiveness during a wild boar hunting campaign. Pilots play an important role in assisting hunters in their search for wild animals. They help identify areas rich in wildlife and ensure flight safety. Hunters' vision is used to pick up signs such as footprints, droppings, and noises of wild animals. At the same time, hunters need to be fully equipped with equipment such as sniper equipment, scopes and helmets to ensure safety and effectiveness during hunting. Hunters should always remain safe and responsible, knowing their location and that of others in the flight area. Flying at lower altitudes provides clearer visibility, making it easier to spot wildlife moving slowly through the air. This provides enough time to process information and make informed decisions. In searching for daytime wildlife, hunters can focus on areas with trees or structures that create darkness for observation. Texas, with its diverse wildlife, is an ideal destination for helicopter hunting trips. With preparation and experience, hunters can develop into effective helicopter experts in wildlife hunting. The Texas Feral Hog Campaign has proven to be an effective method of managing feral hog populations. With the successful removal of approximately 50,000 animals in 2022, This initiative has gained confidence and knowledge of the terrain and the skills needed to make a significant breakthrough in influencing the wild boar population. The cost of the campaign is split between farmers and contractors. Farmers typically pay for aircraft and pilots, while contractors are responsible for ammunition and other costs. The average cost for a wild boar hunt is about $500, but can vary depending on the size of the hunting area, the number of wild boar captured, and other factors. Although this campaign has minimized damage to crops and the environment in the state, with such great costs, farmers and contractors need to consider carefully before participating in these hunts. What additional measures does Texas farmers need to take to deal with the problem of feral hog hunting? And are there other solutions that can be adopted to optimize population management? Let's explore more interesting content in this entire video. Invasive beaver rats, originally from South America, have been introduced to many areas of the world, including the United States, Canada, and Europe. Its initial appearance in the United States in the 1800s quickly spread to many other areas. Invasive beaver rats can have significant negative impacts on the environment, from destroying vegetation, causing landslides, to polluting water sources. In particular, they also have the ability to compete fiercely with native animals. To control and manage beaver populations, trap and weight trap methods have been widely used. One of the effective methods is to use wheat traps. This method is simple. Taking advantage of the beaver's curiosity, they will get caught in the trap when trying to eat their prey. Beavers often move along the banks of rivers and canals, where they search for food. Placing food traps in strategic locations is an effective way to catch them. However, during this process, being careful to avoid injury is important. Ensuring the trap is securely pinned on the bank is important to help deal with the difficulty of beavers getting caught in the trap, and also to ensure the effectiveness of the trap. Areas such as Snow Mountain have unique terrain and appearance, posing many challenges for the local environment and native animals. Beaver rats can compete with native animals such as hunting dogs, attack livestock, and pose a threat to local predators. One of the most effective ways to control coyote populations is to use fought traps. This trap works by clamping down on the coyote's legs as they try to eat their prey. To effectively trap coyotes in the snowy mountains, operators need to choose locations where coyotes commonly pass through, such as animal tracks or water points. Placing traps in locations with deep snow helps hide the traps and increases the difficulty for wolves. When choosing a trap, choose a model that is built to be sturdy and capable of withstanding harsh weather conditions in snowy mountains. Most importantly, check the trap at least once a day to make sure it is still working properly and can catch coyotes. Wild boar, a mammal native to Europe, Asia, and Africa, has been introduced to many areas of the world, including North and South America, Australia, and New Zealand. Known as the wild stem boar. Wild emerald boars, with their diverse omnivorous diet, can take advantage of a variety of food sources such as grasses, fruits, rotting vegetables, small mammals, and invasive birds. However, their negative impact on the environment is undeniable, including destroying trees, polluting water sources, and competing with native animals. To control wild boar populations in mountainous areas, trap location is important. Setting traps in animal tracks in wooded areas is often a good choice, as these are common locations for wild emerald ash borers to pass through. Special attention must be placed on carefully hiding the trap. Large traps have proven to be an effective method of controlling populations and ensuring safety and efficiency in the process. To set traps effectively to control wild boar populations, location selection must be done carefully. For large cages, it is necessary to choose places where wild boars often appear. The cage size also needs to be large enough to accommodate large quantities and ensure that it is firmly secured. Bait plays an important role in the process of catching wild boars. It needs to be the type of bait that they like to eat. The cage door is closed when wild boars enter the place where they are captured. The number of wild boar harvested each year depends on many different factors, including environmental expansion and legal regulations. However, trapping also depends on human access, and there are limitations to trapping in hard-to-reach areas. These solutions have had a significant impact on the growth of invasive species populations. If you believe there is a better solution, please share your opinion and have a discussion and suggest a more appropriate solution. Don't forget to support the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video to spread the message and knowledge.